What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. My Hero Academia Season 6, which is absolutely crazy to me. 6 seasons is a lot of seasons. um, had to have people remind me that this came out. I knew that there was a time period where I think a bunch of people had told me, like 6 months ago, that My Hero 6, Mob Psycho Season 3, Jujutsu, and all that was going to be coming out at the same time. I was like, damn, that's going to be a stressful time. Well, that time is here. I probably am going to upload these on Saturdays. And I'll just be a week behind. So you guys will see this on Saturday, and the day that you're seeing this, I'm guessing episode 2 is out. So just expect me to be a week behind, kind of with that, because we got a lot going on the channel. We're really into Berserk right now, and the double One Piece episodes with the House of the Dragon, with trying to stay on monsters a lot. I'm gonna try to figure out if I'm even gonna attempt Mob Psycho right now, or just wait till I get something out of the way, or for some things to calm down. Regardless, we'll figure that out. Jumping into My Hero, if you're only on the channel for My Hero, appreciate it. Welcome back, thank you. The last 2 seasons to me have been interesting. You know, I've definitely voiced my, I guess you could say, hate for the past couple seasons of, and you know, I've brought this up a lot. I'll bring it up now, so we don't have to keep bringing it up as we go throughout the season. Of, you know, I kind of feel like obstacles are taken out of the way as far as like healthy competition for Deku, Midoriya, whatever you want to refer to him as. And I think the same parallel is said true for Shigaraki. I feel like anybody that could test them and maybe help elevate them just through competition kind of gets removed out of the way. Overhaul being the prime example that I brought up a lot when that kind of went down. Um, and then, you know, we remove All Might, we remove Mirio, you know, Todoroki kind of gets pushed to the side, and so I'm curious kind of what we do with My Hero. Does it go the Naruto Shippuden route where we kind of get closer and closer to the big bad in the end, and the only two characters that are worth a damn are going to be Bakugo and more so Deku? You know, we're just going to completely just write off characters as we kind of go. Does Todoroki not keep up with them? Because I mean, it's pretty much just those three as far as like the kids go. You know, you have some of the other ones, and um, Mirio's my favorite character. He's not much of a character right now without his quirk, and I'm kind of torn on like what I want him to get back his quirk, because it lessens it a little bit, the severity of kind of what he did and what he went through. If you know the girl is able to give him his quirk back in some way, or it wears off, or he's able to get it back. So then it's like, are there any stakes in this? Does anybody die? So it's a lot. Endeavor's currently number 1. I think there's still a handful of other top heroes that we have to get introduced to that we haven't. The rabbit chick, I know we've gotten her name. I forget it. It's going to take me a minute to get back with the names. But we left off with Hawks infiltrating. He's doing his like double agent Itachi stuff. Endeavor's currently on top. Deku is having these vestiges dreams where he's able to access and use the other quirks of past holders. Uh, Season 6, I'm here with the open slate. I just voiced, you know, what my complaints have been the last couple seasons. Curious to see how it goes. Um, let's get into it. And I'm just also not a Shigaraki fan in general as a villain. I've been told by some manga readers that like uh, they end up writing him a lot better, and his character gets better and more likable. Not likable as like, oh, he's a good guy, but likable as a villain and a threatening villain, because he has a threatening quirk, but I'm not like, I don't take him, you know, too seriously. So I'm curious what they do with his character. So his quirk evolved. Now if anything is touching what he's destroying, it'll also be destroyed. You know, they like the copyright. I'm going to try to upload this too with just regular audio and the watermark over it. We'll see. I'm also curious, you know, how the story ends. Clearly the heroes win. This is a shonen at the end of the day. Shigaraki's not going to disintegrate every human on the planet Earth and go on about his day. Is it going to be like Naruto Power of Friendship? I just talk this man down and we kind of relate? Because that's another thing I feel with Shigaraki's character. We saw the backstory of him and kind of how it went down with his family and him being the reason for, you know, essentially them dying. Um, and it being someone that All Might could have saved and all those type of things. Is it just a way of us we get to a point of just being able to connect with him on a mental heart level, that he kind of comes to the realization that, life doesn't have to be destruction, and it doesn't have to be that way, and he chooses to like turn a new leaf? Because that's kind of what it feels like to me, the direction it'll go, but we'll see. We're here for a new season. You guys also have to let me know, like, what's up with the episodes. Are we doing like a full 24 episode slate straight through? Or are we doing like a split thing of like 10-10, 12-12? Keep me updated with all that info. Like, I'm sure like Twice and, just some of the other just lieutenant levels might not know, but I'm curious if like on a Shigaraki level, do you think when it truly comes down to it, they trust Hawks fully? I could see him thinking that they do, and then him just getting his ass killed. Yep. Yep. Gotta keep that man under a short leash. He's trying to really like lay that in there, like, if it comes to it, you don't have to do this. Yeah, some of them, I'm not even gonna say all of them are evil. That's just where they happen to end up. I mean, yeah, he's down there experimenting on bodies and shit. Oh! Is there a rat inside the heroes? That's been hinted at for multiple seasons. Whether it's within the teachers, whether it's within that high top-ranking heroes. So we're doing this. Like, they're trying to nip this in the bud now, clearly. It's not going to be ended in episode 1 of season 6, so something's going to go wrong here, or maybe they win this, but... yeah, we got to nip this in the bud. But, old rabbit chick, why is she... yoked beyond belief? That could really just wreck things on like on an AoE scale. A lot of these, some of these are just hand-to-hand people that, like, if they get hit with anything from range, it's just done. Some of them have some really like game-busting quirks. This is a massive operation. I feel like anybody we've ever got introduced to is like here. Anybody we've ever got introduced to is like on screen. It's great for an opening season episode too, because you get a refresher on everybody. But damn, it's going down like this? Holy shit. Oh wow, they sent the pros to the hospital. Keeping him young? Regeneration? Hold on now. Is that his quirk, or was that quirk given to him? Ah, right. He asked the same question. Yeah, they've got a gang of Nomus in the basement or something. We don't want all hell breaking loose. The top heroes are in this hospital. Dang, they're still tight about their friend, which is understandable, but don't do anything rash here. I mean, don't kill him. Man's got so much info. Oh, shit. Can we grab him, at least? He's not real. Ah, damn. That's good. That Twice quirk do be broken. Woo! Why is she looking like She-Hulk out here, though? Is that the quirk? Just beat ass? He put Kurogiri's quirk in the little one? I don't even know if he's the real one. Yeah, that's a good question to ask. We're done. Dang, that went by so fast. I mean, I felt like there was so much to. He did say that, correct? I want to make sure that's what he said. He said to warp them out, right? I mean, she's beating ass. Walks over Johnny, warp me and Shigaraki immediately. I wonder why that design is that little. Is that little Johnny gonna grow? That little Johnny. That was a good first episode. I really enjoyed that because I feel like and a couple animes do this. My Hero for sure though usually does this. They'll spend the first one or two episodes of a season really kind of reintroducing, may even starting with some stuff that they had ended off last season with. Um, we're just in it. I like the pacing. I feel like we some really big like info drops and movement, just movement within the story there of like the Liberation Front's ready to go. Like orders have been given. There's lieutenants and orders to follow and ranks and people reporting to people. Hawks over here trying to figure it out, realizing just how much of a threat Twice is. Um, I feel like there's got to be a limit to that, though. No, we haven't seen it yet, but I can't. I'd have to go back and watch last season because I know he kind of like he unlocked that level to like go beyond. They all kind of did. They kind of went above a level with their quirks. Can he just mass duplicate with no repercussions to his with no repercussions to the duplications or to his bodies? Like nothing's gonna take a negative effect at all. He can just duplicate the duplicate the duplicate the duplicate hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, and there's no consequence. Like there's no toll on him at all, right? Because my double can make double to then double to then double and just go. I don't think there is. Is there? Because God, that's broken. um, Now I'm trying to remember. Does it get the full quirk benefits of the original user, or is it kind of like depleted a little bit? I kind of think of like Mystique in X-Men. She could make herself look like Wolverine, even spit out the claws. She can't heal, and she really doesn't. She doesn't have the adamantium within her. When Twice, if I duplicate into Todoroki, do I get the full 100% benefit of the fire and ice? Is there a reduced effect of it? I don't know. Regardless, everything he's got going on is broken. Um, Mirko is her name. Love the character design. I don't know what her quirk is really. She just looked to essentially Hulk out to me. Another melee user, and just seeing the scale of everything. I mean, they glossed over them. Not everybody got a line or everything, but I think we saw all of Class 1A, a decent amount of Class 1B. Damn near every pro hero we've got introduced to was on screen as well. So we really got to see every character that was pretty much worth anything. We got to see, or that's going to be worth anything. We got to see on screen. There was no All Might, but there was no Ares. That the girl's name with the horn. Um, and Lemillion himself wasn't on screen, but I have a feeling they're not going to have parts to play, unless she starts figuring out how to spit people's quirks back out. Then we'll kind of see with that. I enjoyed it. Strong season opening. Season 6, that's wild. I feel like I just watched the tournament arc with Todoroki and Deku going at it in the dome, in the ring for the first time, like last year. But a strong first episode. I give it 8.5. I don't want to go higher than that because it's going to be hard for episodes to beat it if I start out with like a 9.5. Solid 8.5 opening episode. I am intrigued and interested to see what happens, so we'll go ahead and leave it there. What I might do, and you guys can let me know, I might put the full reactions on Patreon if Patreon members are interested in that, or if anybody would be interested in that, and of course we'll put the highlighted on YouTube. and go from there. Appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe as always.